Hello, hello, hello. Okay, first question of the evening is, can you hear me? And can you hear me well? Please answer my question. Can you hear me and hear me well? Because Brandy says she can hardly hear me. So I don't know if that's on my end or her end. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know. Um, so Margaret, if Margaret's here, and she probably isn't. She said she wasn't going to be here. Margaret, I am so sorry to hear that. Um, Thoughts are with you.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that, Margaret, sweetie.
Hello, Brandy and Sherry and Karen and Marion. Anybody else? Jennifer. Hello.
Woo! Sorry, I didn't mean to shake everybody. Whoop, whoop.
Nobody answered my question though. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I don't know. Maybe they can't hear me. They didn't answer because they couldn't hear me.
Hello out there.
Are we here? Are we here?
Can,
Are we not?
we're here. Everybody, can everybody hear us?
I don't know.
Howdy, howdy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Howdy, ho.
Sherry says yes.
Sherry says yes. Brenda says yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Hi, Brenda. Hi.
So maybe I guess it's just on my end. So if y'all see my face come real close to the camera, it's just because I'm trying to hear Mindy.
And I don't want to yell because if you guys can hear me just fine, then I'd be yelling at you guys and Brandy will be like,
you don't want to bust their eardrums out.
Brandy and I just had some excitement before I went live. My husband's outside and he's power washing different parts of the house. You know, the north sides get that mold stuff on it, you know. So he calls me. He's like, get your camera ready and get out here. Walk out the front door real quiet. You're going to have some real video here. And I do. I have some video. I look out and I'm like, oh my God, there is a baby cow in my front yard getting ready to go in my flower bed. I was like, baby cow, why are you here? The rest of the cows are way out back by the creek river type thing back there. And here's this little guy and he's just trucking around the yard. And I'm like, oh my God, Dale's trying to get him to shoo back into the fencing and go back with the rest of the crowd. And so he comes running. Dale's throwing apples at him.
And he tried to come in your garage.
And he tried to come in the garage almost. I'm standing in the garage watching, and he comes running right at me. I'm like, Brandy, oh my God, he's coming right at me.
I'm like, Mindy, he wants his side.
He came right from the side yard, right up to the driveway, which is headed right at the garage where I'm at. And then he got to the driveway and he like took a turn and went beside the garage and then encountered the horse. So the cow's on one side of the fence, the horse is on the other side of the fence. I didn't get any of that on film. That was funny though. But he's running down between the garage and the fence. The horse is inside the fence and the horse is like chasing him all the way to the back. I was like, oh my God.
Oh. Hey, Lisa.
Lisa's here. Yeah,
she had all kinds of excitement going on.
Oh, yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Anyhow, we've had baby cows in the yard before, but this one's like a yearling. So he's kind of getting to be not little. You know what I mean? He's not a little tiny baby. Hello, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah. And I got a dog whining at me. Oh, I know why.
Oh.
It's 6:30. They never got dinner. Oh my gosh. They should have had dinner an hour ago. Too much excitement. Talking to you, baby cows. The dogs didn't get fed. Anyhow, hey, Catherine and Rhonda. How are you guys?
Hey, guys.
So Brandy and I were just talking about this book. And I recall last week saying, just roll with it. I'm certain there's going to become a connection here. Somehow these two different storylines are going to merge and there's going to be some connection, right?
Nope, no merging. There's no merging happening.
We have not merged. Dale's finger's good. He stopped bleeding. He's good. He went to the doctor today, too. He showed the doctor. And she's like, oh, well, you did it good, didn't you? She said, you probably should have gone in. He goes, and what? There's nothing to stitch. And she said, no, they probably just super glued it. He's good, though. He's good. You're really getting into the book, right?
I mean, I like the book. I like how it's written. Yeah. I'm so confused because there's no connection. So I'm like, and I was telling Mindy, I said, I have gone back and looked in the passages to see if I can have a clue about maybe there are different timelines and like one's way. no, I can't tell anything from that. Everything sounds modern day. So I'm just like, okay, I got two separate stories going on, and they're not connecting yet.
Right, Yvonne. I mean, there are some things that's like, how did he get into school? He doesn't have any school records. Doesn't have the information he should have to get into school. She didn't even know who his teacher was. I mean, I understand her trying to not be very present herself, because she's more recognizable. But yeah, there's a few odd
Yeah,
things.
Yvonne, I mean, because like as a teacher, you can't. Well, I mean, I'll actually, you can start a school without previous records as far as school records, but there's still a lot of stuff that you have to
You have
have,
to have.
and then it goes into a national system. And if her husband is NSA, like that's gonna like trigger like that. So that's why I'm a little confused.
A national system? I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean, because it's public record.
I don't think it's a national system though. Because I mean, literally, we've had people move just within our state, and you can't just go someplace and find their records. You have to wait for them to send the records to you. I don't
Well,
think there's
yeah.
any national system that, no.
Okay.
But I mean, they do have to have like a birth certificate and usually shot records, at least little kids. I mean, you have to have shot records and stuff like that, but
And and it don't sound like she left the house with all that stuff.
no.
So like, there's some, the plausibility is a little bit like, okay, well, how did you get this?
Yeah.
How did it, like, it doesn't make any sense on
And
that
she hasn't
front.
been there long enough. I mean, I'm certain they asked what school he went to before, and they would like send requests to that school for his records from that school. I know it's going to come together, Marion. I know it is. I thought it would have come together already, though, is what I was thinking. It's going to come together pretty late in the book. But hi, Robert.
Hey, Mr. Giggles.
I don't know. We were talking about Beverly a little bit. We were talking about how, okay, so who keeps coming to the house in the truck? The man in the truck. Who keeps coming? Could it be Colby? I mean, are they happening at different times when Colby's home, or what's happening? I don't know. Could it be him? And he's just got equipment there or something? I mean, I don't know. That seems a little
so weird. And like, I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I know she's paranoid. I understand where she's coming from, but at the same time, like she's really paranoid of this dude. Like she's not hiding from everybody else in that town. I mean, she hitched a ride to go take her son his lunch that she left, that she forgot.
Yeah, Catherine wonders too if it's Colby. I've had that thought. Is it Colby coming to the house and he just has stuff stored in the barn? He's got crops. There's crops all over the place, right? I mean, she's passed the farmers in the fields and the crops and all that. I don't know. It's weird.
Of course, the guns and the weed.
Right. Well, that's another thing.
And the guns are underneath her son's bed, and like, but here's the thing: she freaked out so much about those, but we've left off at the part where she didn't actually clean the rest of it up out of the house that she had scattered everywhere. So she got rid of the drugs. She's hid the guns, but all that stuff that she's like, okay, this could hurt him. This could hurt him. We're going to do this. And that's still just laying in the middle of the room.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of interesting things. Doesn't Paige do art in the barn? See,
I know she makes Tiffany style lamps.
I think there's a connection between the barn and Colby. The farm, the farming, the barn. I don't know. Illinois, I believe, Karen. Wasn't it Illinois? I think is where Colby lives.
I don't remember that part. I just know that they're in Florida right now.
He's in North Carolina. I don't know.
I'm like, yeah, see, I'm like totally lost on
I'm still confused.
that part,
Mm-hmm.
and like okay, I want Beverly to be able to have a normal life, but right now, here's the thing. She can't hide forever, not from NSA. So I don't know exactly what she's thinking she's going to get to do.
I don't know. So Sherry's gone back and listened again too. The sisters' marriage came to a terrible end. Did she live? Did did she live where she's living? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
Yeah, the
know.
only part that's not confusing to me, like, see, that part's all
Is it
confusing
is
because
it the
there's still so
sisters?
much up in the air.
Is it the sister's ex-husband that's coming to the house? And he's a bad dude.
See, I just don't know.
I don't either.
It's like so confusing, because we don't really know what happened. We just know there's something that happened with sister.
Yep.
But we know. But here's the thing: Barbara can't be his sister, because obviously she has a name, it's Paige, and he grew up with Paige.
Uh-huh.
Paige helped take care of him. But like at the same time, it's just, I don't know.
Paige
There's
left.
like so much.
She left. I mean, she took off and she wasn't living there. So she's been somewhere else, which could clearly be where Paige is at. Not Paige, where oh come on, what's her name? Beverly is at now. Could be where
Yeah.
Paige was. I don't know. I just don't know.
And what do you think about you got a small little romance tidbit tidbit. I'm sorry.
We got titty bits now. Jeez.
I meant to say tidbit. I honestly didn't mean to say.
Oh, yep. Okay. So our next titty bit will be what?
I don't know where that came out at. I'm so sorry.
Oh God, that's funny.
I was trying to say we got a small little tidbit of romance.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God. Oh, okay. I was.
There you go, Lynn. Not tatty bits, titty bits. Tatty titties. I don't know. Whose son
my
you
God,
asking
y'all.
about, Rhonda? We both have sons. Whose son you asking about? Okay.
You just can't take me nowhere, Mindy. You just can't take me nowhere.
You can dress her up, but oh my God. Oh boy. Okay, what were you getting ready to say before that whole excitement happened?
I mean, I was just trying to say, we got a little bit of romance, because he realizes that he loves her, and they
now you're back to Colby.
Yeah, they got all romantical, and they gave a little bit of detail, and I don't know what I was thinking when I said the words. Just came out.
Hello, beautiful butterflies.
Hello, beautiful butterflies.
I knew.
Oh, Robert might be getting a new job.
I see that.
Oh, Rhonda, my son would have loved that comment. Luckily, he's in his bedroom.
I see that. Oh my God. Now I just lost my train of thought. What's the younger girl's name again? The singer's name? I just forgot it. I had it and I lost it. What's her name? What? Right? It was in my
brain. M?
I thought so. Morgan. Madison. Morgan? Madison? Somebody.
Karen says Madison.
Madison. Morgan. We got
Morgan.
2 more.
Okay.
So I think it's Morgan, right? Anyhow, I told you that something was going to happen with the singing, right? Because she's a singer, he's a songwriter. And so now, come to find out, she's also a songwriter. So they both write songs, but he's a little better at it maybe than she is. and he's
Yeah,
teaching
he
her.
has this process that it works itself out, and she's great at singing, but she struggles with the
With the
writing
writing.
part. And so he helped her. And even when she tried to say our song, he's like, no,
This is your
those
song.
words, tell me where there's
Mhm.
any of my words in there.
Yeah.
He goes, and even she's like, okay, with the melody. He's like, nope. You were like, let's do this, let's do this.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. So,
Yes, Marion, I am still, look, I forgot I went to go sign in for something, left my lunch sitting in the office and had to go get my lunch. Then today I went to go hand out papers to kids and accidentally tripped and spilled them all over the desk. They thought that was hilarious.
uh,
I was trying to show them the balloon lab that we were going to do, and I let the balloon go too quickly, and it flew across and hit the table. And it's been
fun, fun,
crazy.
fun, fun. You're almost there. You're almost there. Anyhow, yeah, it's a very good book. I mean, Nicholas Sparks knows what he's doing. I mean, I will say that. It's not going to be some, like, you'll get to the end and go, well, that was all stupid, right? It's not going to be like that. I know it's not. So he's got us on the edge of our seats going, what's happening? What's happening? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? When's this all going to make sense? You know, he's definitely got us suspenseful, you know, like, we need some answers.
Yeah,
Here.
it's all like how does this connect?
Yep.
And I'm racking my brain, and I've done like you. I've been like, well, is this? Is this?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, because I guess my whole thing is that I'm wanting Colby and Morgan to actually somehow be able to stay together. And so, that's why I'm kind of like, well, it can't be him coming to the
Morgan that's in Illinois. Morgan lives in Illinois.
Okay.
We don't know where Paige is.
Yeah. We know Paige is or was. No, she's living there with him now.
No, not Paige. No, Beverly. We don't know where, we don't really know where Beverly has landed, do we? We don't know where she's at.
No, because they didn't even tell us that, because she went from here to someplace, and then she hopped a thing and went to there, and she confused me on her trip. I don't even think she knows where she's at.
So I don't think we know where Beverly is. Beverly could be in the Carolinas, where Colby is. Morgan, her family lives in Illinois because they wanted her to get a job in Illinois. Remember? So she's from Illinois. Oh, you've enjoyed it the second time through. Well, thank you, Lynn.
Okay.
Lynn's read it twice.
Oh, here we go. Morgan from Chicago. Beverly is in Illinois. Colby and Paige, North Carolina.
How do we know Beverly's in Illinois? Where did it say that Beverly landed in Illinois? I don't remember that. I don't know.
See, look, I'm a math teacher, so I don't, if it has something to do with geography, I don't pay attention to it.
Oh God, I testify. I testify to that fact. Conversation we had earlier today, I promise you she don't know shit about geography.
I am not a geography person. No, math and science all day long. Give me geography. No.
I won't even tell you where she thought she was going to Ohio at. She doesn't know where Ohio is. Lynn, she could never find you. I was like, Brandy. Oh, Brandy. Oh.
Yeah, I was like, it was, y'all, it was bad. Okay, because I was like, I'll go. I'm not. Well, I am ashamed, but not really. I don't get embarrassed all that easy. But yeah, I was like, because Tallahassee, where I'm going, is Eastern time zone, and I'm like, Mindy, that's a little crazy, because I could have swore here I am in Florida, and you're Eastern time zone, but I could have swore you're over closer to California than me. And she's like, Brandy. So I pulled up a map and went, Oh.
Oh, you're over there? Oh, oh.
Oh.
And she goes, oh my God, that's where Ohio is too?
Yeah. Yeah. Because
She thought we were
Mindy
both.
always talks about how I choose the most
Yes.
weird route to get
Yes.
to a retreat.
Yes. Yep. We won't even go there. First of all, drive 4 hours into Georgia to Atlanta. Drive 4 hours west just to get on an airplane to go straight north up to Ohio. But no, now let's drive 4 hours west, get on a plane, go to Texas, 9 hours, and then take a plane all the way. I'm like, Brandy, you need an itinerary person. I will book your flights for you and I will tell you how to go and the cheapest way to get there. I'll help you.
Yeah, because pretty much I've been thinking
Rhonda says, do you know where Canada is?
I do know where Canada is up. I know that's up north. Now, if you ask me where parts of like Ontario's Canada, right? If you ask me like where those parts are in Canada, no, I know Canada is above us. But other than that, as far as like,
do you know where? Okay, do you know where Alaska is?
Yeah, I know where Alaska is. It's over there by Washington, right?
Not really.
No.
Not really.
It's up at the top. Like here's Florida down here. It's just like all the way up here. Yeah, I can get myself around some parts of Florida. If I didn't have a GPS, my husband says, if I didn't have a GPS, I'd get myself lost in a paper bag.
Oh, okay.
It's a science, math thing, medical research scientist. Oh, okay. Geography is not logical or statistical enough. See, there you go. That's right.
To occupy
my math and science, it's logical, it's analytical, and you can derive it from one thing to another.
No. Geography is too. And history, they all go together. They are connected together. Oh, yeah.
Geography and history were subjects.
Page 70. Look, she found it. Page 70 in chapter 8 tells that she's in Illinois. Okay, let's see. I'm going to page 70.
Oh, okay.
Have you been looking for that this whole time? They were somewhere in Illinois, but still a long way from Chicago. And she sent Tommy ahead to wait.
And they traveled through Texas, Arkansas, and Missouri. See, I didn't pay attention to that. It talked about places. No. And so
but wait. They were somewhere in Illinois, a long way from Chicago. But if you read on page 71, another day and a half on the bus, they stopped for good. Right? So they didn't stop in Illinois. Another day and a half on the bus. And then they stopped for good. And that's when they hitched the ride. Am I right? Am I right, Sean? Didn't they continue traveling after that?
Because I know they went somewhere after the bus so that they couldn't be, you couldn't track it on that anyway. So she hitched a ride or something. So how far did she go on that one?
I don't know.
And yeah, I know history and geography have numbers. They're just not numbers that are logical to come to. I can work off of the analytical side of my brain and the creative, but somehow there's a part of my brain.
She was traveling with her sister when they stopped. And again, she sat apart from Tommy. And again, they boarded the bus at separate times. And another day and a half later, they stopped for good.
So when did they ride on the part that's not the bus? Because there was something that she rode on where it couldn't be, like there was no bus stop or bus area.
They hitched a ride. They hitchhiked.
Was that before the buses or after the buses?
I think it's after the buses.
Or in between the buses?
I think it's after the station wagon with the woman in the station wagon.
Yeah.
And then they traveled with her for a while and then came to a small town. Then they hitched another
Okay.
ride from a middle-aged man that smelled like Old Spice. So they kept going even after that. So now after they got off, then they traveled again and they traveled again. Right. We don't know
So
where they
that's
are.
why we have no, in my
I
opinion,
don't
we
think
have
we have
no idea
any
where she's
clue where
actually
she is.
at.
Yeah, I don't think we have any clue where she is.
They
Anyhow.
confused us just as much as she's trying to confuse where her husband could find her.
Right? Right? Yeah. Oh, we're going to freak out like Lynn did. I'm sure we are, Lynn. I'm sure we are when we figure out how this all goes together. Yeah. And I know that it will. I mean, I know it will. It's just the way that this is the sign of a really good writer, right? He's got you just coming and going and you're like, well. But we're enjoying the story along the way. We're connecting with these people and we're connecting with these people. We're wondering what the heck's going on with her. Is she going to stay away from her husband? Is she not? Is she, I don't know. Interesting.
I don't know. She makes him sound more like a mob man than she does NSA, like with goons and.
I think he could be. I don't know.
I mean, because she makes him sound like a mob man. I understand he was an abusive person, but like she like when she said that she was worried about he was going to send his henchmen, I think she actually used the term henchman.
Is
I'm
North
like,
Carolina a day and a half from Illinois? Yeah. Yeah. Don't ask
definitely
Brandy.
asking the wrong person here.
Don't ask Brandy.
See, I like what Beautiful said. She said, because math and science people don't do well with geography, if we were responsible for that, your states would be squares or rectangles. They wouldn't be any of these funky shapes.
Oh, and see, I am so not a math and science person. So this is my thing. Yes, a day and a half. You could get to North Carolina in a day and a half from Chicago. Yes, absolutely.
See, if someone told me that I could, if you said, Brandy, if you get in your car and come visit me, it'll take you 5 hours. I would just trust you and see if it took me 5 hours. Unless I type it into a GPS, I don't know.
Okay. You know what I'm going to give you when I see you at the retreat? Do you know what I'm going to get you? I'm going to get you the biggest freaking atlas I can find. I'm going to be like, look, Brandy, it's an atlas. Look, it shows you where all the states are and how you get from place to place and highways and all that. Yeah.
No. Look, my mom attempted one time to bring out a map when we were traveling somewhere, and she's like, okay, you're going to be my navigator. And I said, well, you're going to be going lost because I'm not. I lost the road where we were at, and then I was looking in Georgia when we were in Tennessee, and she's like, what are you looking at? I'm like, I'm looking at the road. It said, you said highway whatever, and she's like, Brady, that's not even the same state.
So here's the good thing. I say I'm not a math and science person, but you know what? I can add, subtract, multiply, and divide. Lynn's going to go halfway with me. We're going to get her an atlas. Yep. Yep. And science-wise, I can tell you about the sun, the moon, the stars, the seasons, plants, chemical reactions. I don't give a shit about. I mean, I don't care about those. Right? No, I mean, I'm not blowing anything up. I'm not combining stuff. I'm not adding chemicals.
So that's my wheelhouse. Algebra and trig and geometry and chemistry.
Let me just
physical science, physics.
Let me just say, I think that my knowledge base is much more hands-on, things we use on a daily basis. And look at Brandy. She's like,
I can tell you right now, because I have to tell kids all the time when they go, I'm never going to use this in the real world. I'm like, wrong. You use it all the time and you don't even think, I don't need to know about these percentages. Yes, you do, because you get charged taxes and you get charged this, and then you need to know these percentages, and when you have discounts, and to be able to, so that you don't have money going out the wrong way. And they're like, no, I don't need any of that. I'm like, okay, well, trust me, I want to be a cashier. I want to be your cashier.
But
trust me, I'm going to make me some money.
But the last time I ever used algebra, I can't even begin to tell you.
Do you make a budget when you go shopping?
Hell no.
You
A
don't have an
budget?
idea in your head of I only have this much money to spend.
No,
Oh, okay. I have to have a budget.
no, no budget. No. Mm-mm. We just go shop.
No, I have to have a budget. We only have so much, and so I have to be able to go, all right, this is how much I have to spend. So I have to pay attention to how much is in this cart, and then I have to kind of figure out percentage. So I'm doing algebra all the time to be able
What?
to make sure that I've got it all going.
Wait. Why is that an algebra problem? That's just a simple subtraction problem. This is how
Believe
much
it
I
or not,
have in
you've
my
been
cart.
doing
This is how much I have in
you
my
have been
cart. This is
doing
how much money
algebra
I
since
have. I have to
kindergarten.
subtract.
Mindy, you've been doing algebra since kindergarten.
Not like
Do you remember when they used to have pictures of like 1 flower plus 2 flowers equals 3 flowers? I could do that same thing
That's
as
addition.
x
That's addition.
plus 2x equals 3x. I just, instead of a flower, I put a letter.
But I don't have
That's
to
algebra.
do that. But I don't have to do that. Why
FYI.
would you do that? Why would you do that?
Huh?
Why would you have to do that? I got a $50 painting and I got a $100 painting. That's $150. That's addition. There's no algebra. I don't need algebra. I never use algebra. Right?
Oh,
Catherine's
I
like,
have
nope.
to show you ways that you use algebra. You just don't use it the way that we kind of see it a lot in school.
I have practical knowledge of things that we use on a daily basis, like how to get to the store without my GPS.
I just put I don't need to know what the states are. I just put in the address and the GPS lady tells me where to go.
Okay, you know what? I'll come back at you with this one. You know what? I got a calculator every day right here in my phone too, and that's all I need for my math. Right?
Yep, that calculator. I mean, I'm telling you, you use algebra more than you think you do.
Picking the right container for, I don't use Elizabeth Ward beautiful. So nice try, but nope, don't use them.
I have Elizabeth Ward.
I don't have to decide what size container. My containers are all the same size. So they fit or they don't fit. Oh boy. Well, that was fun anyhow, right?
See, we're two different ends of the spectrum when it comes to teachers. That's why I'll always teach the math and science.
Kids in the book club. Oh my God. Uh-huh.
So sorry, y'all.
All right. So we know that we're finishing the book for next week. Finish the book, right?
So I'm assuming there's going to be a connection.
I'm assuming there is. Lynn has assured us that there is, and we're going to be very surprised. All right. So we'll figure it all out by next week, and we'll all come together going, ha! Oh, look at what happened. Oh my God. Right.
Well, and hopefully my little heart's not going to get broken because I am shipping Cody and her.
Colby.
The girl.
Morgan.
I'm shipping Cody and Morgan.
Oh, Sue's moving to Michigan. Do you know where that's at, Sue? Do you know where it's at? Remember? No, it looks like this. Looks like this, right? This is where she's moving to, right here. And guess what's right here? Guess what's right here? And over here. Ohio. We're connected. Michigan and Ohio. We connect. We touch. All right.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm hoping that they're still going to continue to be, because if he's falling in love with her, she's falling in love with him. So they got to continue. So I don't know where this Beverly chick comes in, because she can't come in and mess up Cody's relationship.
Remember to pick up It Starts With Us from Colleen Hoover. I already have mine, because we're going to do that after the Nicholas Sparks. And
while we're waiting for
that one in 3 weeks, and then Nora Roberts comes out, the last one.
Yes.
All right. All righty. Okay. We got it.
Gotcha.
We got it. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. We're done. Everybody on the right page?
Yeah, right page at the end of the book.
There you go.
I think I can remember that and not go over it.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think you can. All righty. We're out of here. What's the next book? Oh, the next book after this is called It Starts With Us, Colleen Hoover.
Yeah, because
Now,
it's the
Catherine,
second in the
if you did
series.
not read It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, you probably want to read that one first. Because this
Yes.
is a continuation of It Ends With Us. It picks up right after, and it's a continuation. If you tried to read this one without It Ends With Us, you'd probably be confused.
Oh, yeah, you'll be real confused because you'll be missing a huge part of the story.
Yeah. It's called It Starts With Us, Colleen Hoover. All right.
Yep, it's already in my Kindle. It says series to read to continue what you've been reading, and so since it knew I already read the first one,
It brought that one up.
it's ready for this one.
Yep. I bought mine the other day at Walmart. I'm set to go. All righty. See ya. Bye. Have a nice night.